Good morning, guys. How are you? Happy Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. How y'all doing? I hope everybody had a wonderful week. I'm going to go on and tag a few of you guys so you can join me this morning. It's been, hey Felicia, what's up, girl? I'm so glad to see you. I'm just tagging a few people to get you guys in this morning. This is Cappuccino Conversations, and I wanted to share with you guys this Friday. One of the reasons why, hey Matasha, one of the reasons why I started the Khalil Experience is because, I've always heard that as women, as people of color, a lot of times we don't share with each other, we don't lift each other up, and we find stuff out and we don't share it. We don't share it to pull one another up. So in this group, hey girl, good morning, Matasha. In this group, the Khalil Experience, one of my goals is to make sure that as a tribe, we share with one another. We make this a safe place where we could talk about what's going on. We can help each other. If I know something, I'm going to try and share it with you. So in this morning's Cappuccino Conversations, I kind of want to talk to you guys about some of the things I've been learning this week and things that I've been sharing with my close family and friends. And hopefully it'll be helpful to you. And if you have anything to add to share with the group, please do. And if this is your first time joining, please understand this is my morning conversation. I start out in the morning with my prayers. I get my coffee. I haven't done my makeup. I haven't done my hair. So I'm just being real with y'all. So join me. Grab a cup of coffee. Let's talk. So the first thing I wanted to share with you guys is with this tough time. Hey, Gary, good morning, girl. We're going through a tough time right now. The economy, the country, the world is going through a tough time right now. And there is, even if you haven't started to experience it yet, some of you, especially those of you who are entrepreneurs, if you're experiencing it, hey, beautiful. If you are experiencing it, type me too. You understand it's already starting. Like for me being an entrepreneur now, I can already start to feel it. Thank God I haven't felt it directly in my business, but, in my rental properties, a lot of my, tenants can't pay their rent right now because they're being laid off. My son and his girlfriend are chefs. And, of course, right now, people in food service have been hit really hard. So, this is a time when people are going to have to start buckling down. We need to start sharing information with each other. I know that's right, Gary. Me too. I'm feeling it, right? So let's use this platform, this tribe, to share information with each other. So the first thing I wanted to share with you guys that I've been sharing with my family is now is the time to preserve cash. Preserve your cash. If you have equity lines of credit, take it out. Convert it to cash. I don't know if you guys watch Shark Tank, but Barbara Corcoran, I saw an interview with her recently where she was saying, if you have equity lines, tap into them, convert it to cash right now, because what's going to happen is banks are going to start, even though they got this big bailout and all this money, they are going to start, right? Capitalist power, Gary. They are going to start denying people. And what they're saying, I just saw it on the news this morning where they were saying that even though they got all this bailout money to help small businesses, they only want to give loans to people who already have accounts with them or people who already do business with them. And that's not what it was for. That's not how it was sold to the American people. So yesterday, my Robinhood account, I got a news feed that said banks are going to start tightening up the guidelines to pull home equity. So because right now they know people are in a crunch, people are starting to try and get their money. So don't wait until you need it to try and access it. Get your capital now. If you have an open line of credit, draw down on it. Now, don't go wild, don't go crazy, don't spend it, put it somewhere safe. so that if you need it or somebody in your family needs it, you have it. So that's the first thing I want to tell you. The other thing is, study the Great Depression. If you study the Great Depression, which is, what's happening right now, banks will start, if it gets too bad, banks will even start to fail. So you have to be really careful. That's why you have the FDIC insurance in place, right? Where you're protected up to, I think it's $150,000 in most banks. So if you're fortunate enough to have savings, capital in the bank, diversify it. Don't put too much in every bank. So kind of diversify it in different banks. And make sure that you have access to get cash when you need it. The other thing is, renegotiate everything. Everything. Right now, all creditors, subscription services, all those things are open to negotiation. So like your cable, call them, tell them it's too expensive. And if they don't want to lower it, you're going to go somewhere else. What'd you say, Gary? Yes, some banks $250,000, but check. Absolutely. Double check your banks, because especially, credit unions, different things like that. How much FDI insurance do they have to protect you on your cash? So diversify that. And call your cable company, any subscription services you have. Like, for example, for my business, I use Zoom, I use Canva, different things like that. I'm calling everybody to say, hey, hey, Sandy, welcome, girl. I'm calling all of them to say, do you have any promotions, or can you lower my prices because, of everything that's going on? And you can threaten to cancel them. I used to do that with my cable anyway, every year or two, call them, say I'm going to I'm telling Comcast I'm going to AT&T, hey sis, and they come down on the price. It's a pain in the ass. You're going to be on the phone forever, but it's worth it. Even if you're not struggling with paying it right now, take advantage of it. Take advantage, because cash is king. So you want to preserve your cash. Also, there's many deferment offers going, and they're very easy for a lot of banks. Like I said, one of my rental properties, my tenants can no longer pay because they're not working. So I called the bank. The phone lines, you were going to be on hold forever. I went online. I was able to get a 3-month deferment in 5 seconds. Just clicking on a link. Every website you go on now, they've got a COVID relief thing at the top of it. So I clicked on that, and in 5 seconds, I was able to get a 3-month deferral for that mortgage. No, it won't show you as late, no interest, all that for 3 months. Student loans, I can't stand them jokers. If you can't stand student loans, say me too. Oh, Lord, I can't stand them. But right now, they are doing deferrals. They are doing deferrals for people, I think, until September. No interest, moving them out till September. So take advantage. If you or your kids have student loans, make sure you're taking advantage of that. The next thing is look for opportunities. So I have been playing the stock. Me too, Gary. You can't stand them jokers either? Can't stand them. So the next thing is look for opportunities to make money in this time. Like I keep saying it, and I posted it in the group. Money is made in good times. Wealth is made in great times. But generational wealth is made in bad times. I know, I wish they could erase mine too, Gary. I wish that they servers would just go down and lose everybody's information. I think even if I was a billionaire, I'd still pay them the monthly payment because I can't stand them. But, billionaires are made in bad times. I was just talking to my cousin Bridget, and Matasha, I hate them too. I can't stand them. We need to, student loans. It's the worst thing in America. But I was just talking to my cousin yesterday about stocks, and we were sharing, hey, Ultimies, we were sharing information on stocks. And yes, generational wealth is made in bad times. And she was telling me that one of her friends that plays the stock, he made $36,000 last week. $36,000. Okay, so this is the time to start looking for opportunities to make your money work for you even more. It's not, hey, ultimates. Yes, generational wealth is made in bad times. COVID-19 is the worst. So look for opportunities. So I placed in the group a link for Robinhood. Robinhood is one of the apps that I use. It's a bank that I use for, to play the stocks. It's really easy. They provide really good information on what's going on in the market. And they also cover you. Like if you do a premium account, you get up to like $5,000 that you can buy your stocks on during the transfer. So you could do instant stocks. Yes, girl. Yes, Ultimes. And so I think in a regular account, it's like up to $1,000 or $1,500 that you can buy your stocks while you're doing a transfer. So you can do instant stocks. And I just this morning, one of the stocks that I bought, B&O Oil, is up 12.6%. I'm not getting 12.6% on money sitting in the bank. I'm not getting 10% on money just sitting in a savings account. So I am making money. Last week I made like $500 on some stock. I've been investing in Delta, the airlines, because they're suffering right now. Look at when you're looking at stocks, look at things that are almost what you would term too big to fail, right? Companies that have been around forever, Ford, Delta, the airlines, some of the oil companies, Exxon, right? And if you guys have other ones, type them in here. Tell us who do we need to be investing in, right? Look in those companies that have been around forever, and you can see that if you look at their trend over time, they've been going up, but just because of COVID, they took a dip. So by now that they took these drastic drops, because even if they don't get back up to their all-time highs, which were the bull market, right? If they don't get all the way up to their all-time highs, they are still going to go up. They're not going to fail. So get that money. Go ahead. You're not going to make those returns with your money sitting in the bank. In good times, I had an Acorn account. I have a digit account, little accounts that I keep for my play money where I just let it siphon money off of my account. That's not making any high interest rates. So I pulled all that little stuff and start playing the stocks with it. And I'm making 12 to 20% returns. Robinhood, yes, Matasha. I put a link in the group, Facebook group. Just click on it and it'll set you up. And I had played a long game. That's right, Gary. And I had a couple people that I sent the Robinhood link to. They're like, oh, they asked so much information. It's a bank. You ever open up a bank account without a social security number? You can't. So sometimes we get scared about little things. Listen. It's a bank. Do your research, look it up, but you're going to have to provide your social security number. It's a bank. But play the long game. Cash App is even in the game right now. You can buy stocks on Cash App. It's a little stock ticker in the bottom of the Cash App where you got your send money and your history and all that. And there's a little stock ticker at the bottom. You can buy stocks on Cash App now. Super, super easy. And one thing I like about Cash App is you can buy fractional stocks on Cash App. So say a Tesla stock or something like that, that's like $150 or whatever. If you don't have $150, you can buy a piece of that stock in Cash App really, really easy, a fraction of a stock. So, and then for my big money, I have TD Ameritrade. They have a great tool called Thinkorswim. Once you do your homework, you start learning how to play these stocks, right? It gives you all the tools you need. And I've been learning. And listen, this is the place where we share. Nobody will ever accuse the Khalil Experience of having information and not sharing it with their sisters and brothers. So please share in here with everybody. If I got something wrong, correct it. If you know something, share it, because we are all in this together. Stronger together, okay? So the other thing I learned in Robinhood yesterday is you can place what's called a limit order. And on a limit order, you can say buy Delta stock when it drops down to $20. Sell Delta stock when it gets up to $30. And it will automatically do that for you. So you don't even have to watch it. It's so sophisticated now. You don't even have to watch it. So you can be making money, and that's the point. That's how unicorns get down. Yes, Sandy, that's how we get down. We share, because this is when we're going to make our generational wealth, guys. This is when we do it, and we don't want to wait until we need this information. We don't want to wait until we need that equity to go try and ask for it, because then they're not going to give it to you. So be smart. This is a game of chess, not checkers. In checkers, you think one step ahead. Chess, you're thinking way 5 down the line to win the game. So I need you guys to be thinking strategic and playing chess with your money, with your finances. Think long game, right? Gary says now is the time. Learn. We have plenty of time done. Let May 1st come and you are in the same financial position. Exact. Don't let May 1st come and you're still in the same financial position. Amen. So again, let's study the Great Depression and how people overcame. People became creative. Companies, look at how Ford is now making masks. Okay, so even big Ford is now making masks because they can't get, the cars sold. So we have to find ways. So for your business, I want you to start looking out for other opportunities. What else can you do? You've got a facility and you can't use it because it's been closed down. What else can it be used for? Can you rent it out as a test kitchen? Like, so Gary, I know you have daycares. What else can you do with that building that's an essential service to make money? So it's not just sitting there not making money, right? Great idea. That happened with our tenant too. Yes, call today. And even if you can't get them on the phone, Ultimates, it's normally like a link online. Every website now got a COVID link on how we trying to help our customers. Click on it. It's usually a way that you can defer right online, no problem, okay? So how can you use your businesses, especially those, that are non-essential services and are sitting there not making money right now? What else can you do? If you look online, like I saw a bakery that's now making masks, okay? That's not even their core service. Ford is making ventilators. So what can you do with your business to make money? How can you get creative? Think of other things. If you work a corporate job, you home, now is the time to build that side hustle, multiple side hustles, because we need to start getting our passive income up. We need multiple streams of income right now. Multiple. Hey, Angelica. We need multiple streams of income, and you can't rely on that job. They're going to look out for themselves right now as much as they love you. As hard as you've been working forever. As much as one of the things right now I'm just thanking God for, because I know if I was still in corporate America at Porsche right now, I would have to be making some really tough decisions. Although I wish I was there to care for my team, I would have to make some really tough decisions. Leaders are right now having to lay off people that they can't carry because they don't have money. At least 7 multiple streams, exactly, Gary, and more if you can get them. So start looking, because right now companies are making these tough decisions, because even if they got a bailout, even if they're still selling, they're playing the strategic game. They are playing the long game, and they are saying we need to cut back now. Even though we still have money in the bank, even though we still making a little money, we can see a couple of steps down the line where this could hurt us. Hey, Angelica. So now, they are already laying off. So we need to think just like them. We need to be strategic. We need to come up with multiple streams of income and start playing the long game if you're not already doing that. How can you make your money work for you in this era? And, again, study the Great Depression and look at what happened. So we need to, because my mom used to always say, nothing new under the sun. Y'all ever heard that? There is nothing new under the sun. So what we're experiencing, it has been experienced before, and you can project. That's how they know what to project for the financial crisis, because they're looking at what happened before. And so we need to start doing the same thing, playing the long game. And the last thing I want to tell you guys is now is the time to look out for one another, for real, for your family, your friends. Start picking up the phone, calling people, checking on them, seeing how they're doing, especially the elderly people in your family. Look out for them. You young and healthy, they can't get out. Maybe it's you go run to the grocery store for them and pick up some toilet tissue and some staples. We can find creative ways to socially distance, put your mask and your gloves on. Humanity, exactly. We are all one humanity. Get out there and start helping. When we were out there serving earlier this week, people are struggling, y'all. We are so blessed. I can't say that enough. We are so blessed. If you got food in your refrigerator, you got toilet tissue on your roll, you got some money in your bank, if you got change in your cup holder, you doing better than most people in the world. That's crazy, right? As Americans, we sometimes forget. I have seen true poverty through my mission work. As Americans, we sometimes forget how blessed we are. And this is times like this when we have to learn to live simple so others can simply live. Let me say that one more time, and you might want to tweet that. Live simple so others can simply live. Yes, this is where humanity rises up. Live simple so others can simply live. Don't go to the store and hoard up everything where somebody else can't get something. I saw a thing on online. My daughter showed me where people were literally fighting in the store over toilet tissue, right? And this one lady had a whole cart full of toilet tissue and wouldn't give another lady just one, and they're fighting. See, that's when you got to check your humanity. We are all in this together. If I got a roll of toilet tissue, you got a square. Okay? So we need to look out for each other. Yes, live simple so others can simply live. So look out, call your people, your neighbors, your family, make sure they have what they need, and just share. One of the things I told my daughter, we don't particularly like leftovers over here at this house, and that's a relative problem, right? We don't particularly like leftovers. So I made a big pot of chili. We ate it for dinner. We ate it the next day for lunch. I told my daughter, hey, I got a whole big old pot of chili over here if y'all want it, because it's leftovers for us, but it's a brand new meal for them, right? So let's share. Let's work together. What'd you say, Gary? A whole cart of tissue for $1. Exactly. That's just ridiculous. So let's look at ways to conserve and share, and don't hoard. The other thing is, let's barter with one another, right? Because I might have tissue and you got milk, right? So let's barter. Or in business, I might do marketing and you might do social media, or I might do social media and you do finances, right? So you got to find a way to work together in your tribe with people that you trust so that we can all come up together. No man left behind. Stronger together, right? So do me a favor, guys. This was a lot for a Friday. Put a lot of information in here. First thing, preserve cash. Let's work together. If you've got equity lines of credit, I highly recommend you convert that to cash. Conserve it, diversify your account so you don't have too much money in one account just in case the banks get iffy and shaky, right? Renegotiate everything, your cable, your subscriptions, everything. It's all negotiable. It's all on the table. So call, see if you can get lower gas rates for your house, lower everything you have. Yes, this was needed for a Friday. Call every creditor you have and see what they can give you. What can they give you to make it cheaper? Because even if you're not hurting, we're playing the long game. We're being strategic. We're taking advantage of what's out there. Give them a call. Get on the phone. Get on the internet. See what you can do online to bring your credit card interest rates down. Everything. Deferments, even if you don't need it. The student loan, get out there. Push them out. Defer. Preserve your cash. Look for opportunities to grow your money, stock market, side hustles, creative ways to serve. And I want y'all to do your homework, study the Great Depression, start looking for ways to increase your personal development. You got time at home, take a class, Get ahead, look for ways. And then the last thing is let's live simple so that others can simply live. We are all in this together. We are stronger together. I love you guys. I don't know everything, so I'm looking at y'all to share with me. Anything that I learned, I'm going to share with you. This is what this tribe is about. This is what the Khalil Experience is about. Khalil, remember, it's not about Crystal Khalil. Khalil means a friend of God. So we are all friends of God in here, and God is going to look out for us, and He's going to tell me what he's been blessing me and giving me stuff and information. He's blessing you and giving you information. Share it with the group. Let's share. I love you guys. Have a beautiful Friday. Get out, take a walk. I think I'm gonna go on upstairs and do my hair, put a little makeup on so I feel cute today, and go for a walk. I love y'all. Have a fantastic day.